So, a heat of the Thames Challenge Cup, Montclair Mounties Rowing Club from New Jersey in the USA. On the left of your picture and closest to you, just coming on to the right now, it's the men from Cork Boat Club, Ireland. And I saw them in the boat tents today. They weren't saying much, they were just sort of stood around their boat, just wondering how they could, you know, fill in the last few minutes before they went on the water.
Yeah, Montclair Mounties, what a great crew, club name, by the way. They really look like they go off typical American style, sort of smashing it out of the blocks. And in fact, I was a little bit worried about the stroke man on the first stroke. It looked like he was trying to tear the rigger off there.
Well, these crews are really well matched. Montclair did 151 to the Barry yesterday, as did Cork, 307 to Fawley, the halfway point, as did Cork, and then Cork were quicker to the finish. Montclair had a comfortable win against London B, and
yeah, Martin, I think when you get two match crews like this, and when the times are similar through the regatta so far, it kind of comes down to a little bit of psychological warfare, and you can see what the Americans are sort of renowned for as their dominance on the start. And when you have match crews like this, sometimes you overdo it out of the blocks to try and get a lead to break the other crew at the beginning of the race. And that's, to me, what I think Montclair are doing. I'm not saying that they can sustain this down the track, but if I was in their crew, that's definitely the tactic I would be adopting.
So Barry O'Flynn stroking the Cork out. His opposite number, Henry Vecchio, 18 years of age. He's won the Stokesbury Cup in 2017 and 2018. And this crew put together really as a result of a car accident. Two of the guys who would have been here in the Princess Elizabeth 8 for Montclair High School, two of the guys were injured, and so two more came in for the Montclair Mounties Club. And Jerry Michaels, their British coach, has put together a fantastic combination here. So it's effectively for 6 schoolboys and 2 older guys. I mean, they are really dominant in the early stages of this event, Alex.
Yeah, they're doing very well, you know, rowing in a sort of, you know, a lot of effectively boys rowing in a men's event, Martin. Very, you know, tragic to hear about that accident. I'm sure that's motivating them. It's amazing how things like that can kind of make you find extra things within yourself when you're racing. But as we mentioned earlier, it looks to me like Cork are now starting to move back. What happens when you overdo it at the start is you create a huge amount of lactic acid in your body, in your legs, and you can get away with that for maybe, you know, after 45 seconds to a minute, 2 minutes, but it builds and builds, and then you start really losing the ability to move. And it looks like Cork are actually still there and happy, and not, you know, actually aggressively coming, you know, they're sort of aggressively tearing up the lead that's taken in front of them.
So it's the Americans from New Jersey. They are on the right of your picture. We're riding with them now. That's the stroke man, Henry Vecchio, and the 18-year-old behind him, Ken Copeland. And then in 6, Owen King, with the first guy with the white hat on, James Pugh behind him. Alex Abhoff, Max Persch, Jeremy Traore and Kyle Schlemmer up in the bow seats. In effect, a schoolboy crew, but with 2 members, former school members, rowing for the club. And as you can see, Cork Rowing Club are edging back. Montclair Mounties have played their card, and will they hang on? This race is all going to be about the last 300 metres, Alex.
Yeah, I think I would say I like how Cork are rowing probably a little bit more than Montclair at the moment. At the Thames Cup level of rowing, the 8s are slightly slower than in the international standard. I would say normally when in an international race, when an 8 gets a lead like that, there's not much chance of coming back. But at Thames Cup, Temple Challenge Cup level, you definitely get this surge and return as you get down the track.
Well, the men from Cork haven't been behind so far in this regatta. They won their race from London RCA comfortably yesterday, but this will be a first for them at the regatta if they do row through. But you can see now, can't you, they've got a great overlap. I'm looking ahead, I think it's about 400 metres left. That's definitely gettable.
Yeah, they got the slightly higher rate of higher stroke rate there with Cork, which means Montclair might have a little bit left in the tank if they need to move it up a gear. But they're still edging back. I think they're taking about sort of half a man per stroke. So they've moved from nearly a length down to a quarter of a length there, Martin.
So We're both thinking that Cork have got the shine on the luck of the Irish. They haven't had much racing in Ireland this year because race has been cancelled because of conditions, but their 17-year-old Cox, Vicky Hanlon, is urging them on. They seem to have stuck now. They're going to have to find another gear with 250 metres to go. Sean O'Sullivan, David O'Leary, McSweeney, Thomas Powell, Barry Connolly, David Walsh in the 6th seat, desperately trying to find those watts to anchor this boat through. McCarthy and O'Flynn in the stern. You can see Barry O'Flynn there. What has he got left in his locker?
Martin, I think they went quite early at the beginning of the enclosure, so it's going to be tough. But you know, it can happen. I think my odds are on Montclair at the moment. They look a little bit longer, a little bit more power per stroke, a little bit heavier crew.
So Montclair, just at the top of your picture there, watched by their coach Jerry Michaels, son of the famous British coach Bob Michaels, the late Bob Michaels, and they are going to take this heat with the Thames Challenge Cup. Great race, really competitive race. Cork harried the Americans all the way through, but these state school boys from America, champions in the Stokesbury Cup, with 2 club mates on board, take this heat, and they look very composed. Perhaps really they knew what they were doing, and they weren't under that much threat from the Irishmen.